On today's show, Holly is so happy. And you know why? Spring.
Absolutely love this time of year. And I got a chance to go and chat with Dr. Seth at the Brain Rehab Clinic. Super good time, super good show coming at you right now on Talk 365. Here we go.
We've got Holly in her best mood. When the snow is going away, spring is in the air, you get happy. I don't know why. You grew up in Utah. You should be happy in the snow.
It's because I was not a skier. So I live for the after ski season time of year in Utah, which tons of people live for this time of year. And we're going to talk about that later on in the show because we got a lot of fun things you can start doing now. If you're sad you're putting your skis away, don't be. Because there's other things. Trip, what have you been doing? What's going on?
I have been skiing and enjoying myself. But let me clarify. Holly is not one of those people who just doesn't want to ski. She was a ballerina all the way up and through college at the University of Utah. I didn't know that the ballerina program at the U of U was
as intense as it is.
Do you have any first round picks?
For ballerinas coming
Yes.
up? No, I've not
One
kept
year,
up as much as I should.
Steve Smith, who's now just got traded to Washington, great quarterback, was number one draft in football, and then Andrew Bogut was the number one pick in basketball from the U of U. But I've never heard about a ballerina going first round to the New York.
First round to the New York Ballet. They probably do all the time. We just don't know. We just don't hear about it. We're not in the right circles anymore.
Are there other now? Does ballet have a good coach? I mean, how does that work?
A good coach. Well, you have multiple coaches up
Excuse me,
at
like
U.
a football coach or a basketball coach?
There's multiple teachers up there, multiple professors that you take from every day. But
Now, were you recruited heavily?
from the U?
No,
I
from
think
high
I
school.
begged.
When you did you get when you became a ballerina at the U, did you get recruited?
No, you were lucky to get in at the U. It's really competitive, and they bring in a lot of really great dancers from the East Coast, and it's like second to Juilliard, that program up there. So it's an intense program. You're sweating it the whole way through, literally.
So you have to audition to get into the U in
and
ballet.
every year you're kind of re-looked at if you get to stay or not. You sometimes get dismissed year 3.
But ironically,
it's
and if you get a 4-year athletic scholarship, it's really 4 1-year scholarships. So
you have
they
to
can
prove
get
yourself. Yeah, every single year you get injured and you're not, bringing it back. The next year you don't come back the same. You just might have to find something
That
else
is
you
cruel.
like to do. I know, it's kind of scary.
But here is why sports are better.
Okay, go for it.
Because
sports versus ballet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sports are so much better because more kids get to, your ballet team has maybe 5 people on it?
No, they're pretty big companies actually.
Okay, do ballet have cheerleaders?
No.
Do they have dancers?
Yes.
No,
We
but I
are
mean
the
dancers, like
to promote us?
Yes.
Our own promotional dance team for the dancers? No, we don't have that.
Because that would really be tough to
We're our
be
own
a
team.
dancer for a ballet team because inherently the team would be much better dancers than you are.
Yeah, that would be a tough thing. So no, we don't have those. But maybe some of the ballerinas go be dancers for like the jazz or something. I think I actually had a few friends that did that.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that
team jazz
considered
dancers.
so ballet is up here and being a jazz cheerleader, is that down?
I mean, no, I think it's all about how you look at it and what you want to do because art is such a
What
hard
does ballet
profession.
pay?
I mean, anywhere from $400 a week for a salary. I mean, it's artists, people
That is
work
horrible.
their whole lives to get paid nothing, all for the love.
You got to stand up on your toes for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah, it's rough. It's mean. So, I mean, I think if you're making money doing
$400
dance,
a week to stand on your
if you're a jazz
toes.
dancer or in a ballet company, more power to you. You're living the dream.
That is really. Why didn't you get into something? You should yell at your mom and said.
I did. I moved into TV and film the first time I got on a TV show and made $4,000 in an hour. I was like, this is really a way better.
Are you
gig.
on your toes right now?
No, I don't do that anymore.
So anyway, what were we going to talk about?
I have literally no idea.
Before I hijacked the show.
I think you were going to tell me something about what you've been up to, and
So
instead we just talked ballet.
I am working. So on the weekends, I'm a host up at Snowbird. So
Which is rapping.
I had the greatest tour the other day. I had a private tour with a doctor from Moscow.
Oh.
Who was fabulous. I learned so much about Russia and the changes. I was just fascinated.
Huh. Did you set up a meeting with Putin?
I don't like Putin. Putin is becoming increasingly a bad guy. The one thing about Putin, though, he's a horrible person, worst guy on the planet. He plays hockey, and he's worse than I am. And he scores 7 goals against the best goalies in the world.
Well,
the idea of going to the gulag if you don't...
You got to let the guy win.
Yeah, he's never had a save, but he is a horrible guy. Anyway, it's fun. Having such world-class resorts as we do here, you get a chance to meet people who...
All over the world, I bet.
Come to Utah just for the wonderful skiing and have a wonderful time while they're here. What are we going to talk about in the next segment?
Well, we're going to talk a little bit more about wonderful things to do here in Utah, and then we're going to talk a little Rio Grande cafes. You're not going to want to miss out. Stay with us right here on Talk 365 TV.